Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? It was a tough game today for me. Southampton have already proved twice that they've got more than enough to cause us problems. Just watching the goals of how we got to the quarterfinal. Even though we beat Swindon 4-1, Fulham 4-1, you know, we started them games pretty poor. Pep just speaking. Gotta score, Pep. Pep's being asked what we need to do after not scoring in our last two games, and the answer is simple: just score. That's the only thing we can do. Just score. I'm just wondering whether he's going to be playing Jesus on the right, Sterling on the left, and Grealish in the middle. I mean, I've got Jesus down in the middle and Sterling on the right, and that would suit us best in this game. Yeah, so we've only won one FA Cup under Pep, which is actually quite surprising, considering how well we've done in the domestic competitions since he's been here. Just highlighting Walker now and his covering plays. His pace gets him out of a lot of trouble. And we do need his pace, because when he doesn't play, we do feel it at the back. Mike is saying he doesn't get enough credit for the team. Maybe not. I mean, this season, he's not as many games this season, but a couple of years ago, I thought he was phenomenal. If we can get someone with his pace on the left-hand side, which is what I thought Mendy was going to be, you know, our backline will look a lot stronger. Super Grealish. I mean, he's got a good goal against Peterborough, but he's got to do it again. If he scores again today and he has a good performance. I thought against United he's brilliant. Last week, completely ineffectual. But the whole top three were poor against Palace. Well, Man City bottom of the league. I don't think we'll win the league. I think we threw it away at Tottenham. But I mean, if Liverpool win it, they've only won it twice, haven't they? They've got a bit of catching up to do. Been a really good solid performance from Jack today. I'm glad to see Jesus playing. I want to see him in the middle, not on the right. But that means putting Sterling on the right, and I know he doesn't like it. Yeah, bloody hell. Dean, the referee. Right, players are coming out. I'm surprised he's playing Stefan. I know he kind of has to, because you can't play Edison every game. Give Stefan a chance. But Stefan makes me nervous. I'm really nervous, Stefan. And I think the FA Cup is... I would say he's probably our best chance of winning a trophy at the moment. And considering we've only won him once under Pep, I think he'd go all out for this one. I know he's playing this very, very strong team. But yeah, 2 draws with him this season represents how difficult this game's going to be. And what we saw from Southampton both of them games is, and you know, I said it in the match preview, is that every corner, every throw-in, every goal kick, they just take their time, the time waste, they frustrate you, they don't let you get your rhythm up. And they'll look to do it again. And what I saw against Palace with City was that if a team does that, the players start to feel it, start to yell at each other, because they were doing it against Palace in that second half. They were fighting amongst themselves. That Salisu had a really good game against us at St Mary's in the league. A really good game. So did Walker Peters. I think it was Walker Peters that scored, wasn't it? He had a really good game. Ward Prowse as well. Really rate him. Wouldn't mind City signing him, although who'd you put him in for? I don't think he's better than Gundogan, and I don't think he's better than Bruyne. They're playing 4-4-2. Yeah, here's the City squad. I'm assuming he's putting Grealish in the middle. Jesus on the right. Gundogan's captain. Yeah, he's playing Grealish in the middle. I thought he might. I don't agree with that one. I think Jesus has to play in the middle. I know Jesus requested to play on the right this season, but I mean, you're the closest thing we got to a striker. Why not play him in the middle? And of course, this was the ground where he scored that goal on it for 100 points. That's it, Mike Dean's last season. Mike Dean gone, eh? He's had a good career. We're about to kick off as well. I'm assuming the players are going to take a knee before we kick off. So yeah, players take the knee. And we're off. And already a Southampton free kick. Sterling already fouled someone. He just catches him on his heel, yeah. A free kick, nothing more. Gonna hurt though. Great day for football, isn't it? The sun's out, the weather's nice, it's warm. Gonna be playing football today, it's a great day for it. Definitely under pressure straight away. One thing I will say about Walker, which you see him a lot do, is that he lets the ball bounce and he lets the forward player get run on it before he attacks it. So like their ball was in the air and he ducks under it, lets it bounce, and then he has to use his pace to get himself out of trouble. You see him do that a lot. I saw him do it a lot against Spurs. And you're thinking to yourself, if you just attack that ball, you don't have to make up 20-30 yards. And of course, you don't want to be giving any free kicks away against Southampton, because that's where they're going to really feel they can get a goal against you, especially with Ward-Prowse. His deliveries are usually pretty spot on. Stefan catches it, it's first, But the last time we played Southampton we were 11 points clear at the top. Bloody hell, how we fallen. Intel just about keeps it in after taking his eye off the ball. I do think playing Gundogan in this game is the right choice as well. I said it in the match preview too. Playing Gundogan is the right choice. I mean, you could argue probably every game because of the amount of ball possession we have, and we dominate a play, and he's someone else who can create something. But there's also a case to be said that you can't really drop Bernardo in any game. We kind of need him. He's quite important to how we play. Wigan. We got to the semi-final every season on the Pep, the FA Cup. Bloody hell, it took 4 defenders there to get the ball away from Armstrong. Southampton are really up for this one, and rightly so. FA Cup quarter-final, you know, a chance to get to Wembley. And I think they've already done the hard work against us this season. They've done it twice. They got 2 draws. You know, that was the hard thing. If they got beaten both them games, then maybe come into this one a little bit hesitant, maybe not as confident. But we can't get the ball at the moment. So Southampton. Walker uses pace, and it's a goal kick. Defending that one pretty well. Just kept the Southampton playing from it. Long couldn't get the ball on the control, and then I think it was Stones they got the last touch in. Liverpool held him up too. How deep Grealish is. He's the one playing centre forward for us. False number 9, and he's midway inside down around half. Being tripped by Romeo off the ball. That's Sterling attacking the left. I want to see a good game from him as well. One of those games where he just picks the ball up and just keeps running at the defence. You know, that's when he's at his best. Sterling full of confidence is what you want, because when he's not confident, Sterling, he's just useless. Big shot. Good hit from Sterling, that edge of the box. Goes for the far post. Easy for Forster in the end. Blocks it out of the air. But still quite decent. Cancelo took Gundogan, cuts it back to Sterling. And he did the right thing in shooting. Maybe a bit more power and height on it. He got quite a lot of the turf there. But one of the things that Cancelo does more than Walker is just attack the opposition half. So there he runs out, he tries to intercept the ball or get a block in, and that leaves Laporte in the left back role. It means we've got 3 at the back, so Cancelo's just always furthest defender up. And sometimes we pay for that. We did against Tottenham a couple of times. Really just coming very, very deep to get them balls, but we need to get him in the box there. He's getting into it now. And here comes the ball. It was too Grealish. I mean, if he got up for it, he might have been able to get on the end of it. There was a chance he was in the centre of the box there when the ball came in. That's De Bruyne. Is he on his left? Good block. Now we're starting to see some of the ball, which is nice. Passing the ball around. Here's Gundogan. You can open up a defence. Tries to be cute with it and give it to Sterling. He was never on. He had 3 defenders between them. They're giving it to De Bruyne. Easy one outside. Cancelo with a poor challenge, and again, you see. Cancelo, man, that left-hand side, and I like Cancelo and all, but he's... when he loses the ball or he commits himself, he does leave us short at the back, and teams break on us. Jesus can't keep that one in. Long ball over the top. Aston Hill. I think he's done a great job, Ralph. Southampton. He had a couple of rough seasons where he was getting smashed, but he's got the team clicking now. He's got them working for him. And I think he is my manager of the season, him, Ralph. He's done really well. But of course, Klopp's probably going to win it. City breaking down his Gundogan. He didn't give it to Sterling quicker enough. Gonna be a goal kick. Going hard to give that sooner. Gundogan ran with it for about 30 yards, and there was a 2-on-1 situation there. I mean, the defender did well. He was in between them. He didn't commit himself, one or the other. He stuck with Sterling, but yeah, it was good defending in the end. Might have been actually a corner. Might got a block on. Yeah, that's what I was going to say as well. Considering I think we've not been clicking up front all season, really. With our strike, we've got 107 goals. That's doesn't feel like we've had 107 goals. Got to remember we scored 7 against Leeds, got 5 against Arsenal at the beginning of the season. We got 5 against Norwich at home, 4 against them. Hey, well, Southampton came out 2 challenges there really well. Romy is breaking. Oh, what a ball. Oh my god. Was that Stones just watching it come off the post? Oh, that's crazy, that. Great ball by Romeo. Oh, look at that. He wins it against 2 City defenders. Cancelo's the one that lost the last tackle. Romeo plays through. He's onside, it looks like. It looks like it's going to go wide. Then it spins towards the post. And Stones only just about gets his foot in to clear it. Stones all casual. Like he knew what was going to happen. Like he'd seen the future there. Southampton in the post. There was a good chance. A little bit more power than that. It's probably in. You see, this is the frustrating thing for me. And how many times I've seen that. It's a great ball to the back post to Gundogan, who heads it across goal, and not a single City player attacking it. You had Sterling, who was the closest. I think he was on the edge of the box, just getting to the penalty spot. And that's where the lack of striker comes in, and this is where we see every game. I think it might have been Grealish that gave him the ball there, Gundogan back post. Gotta be. It is. It's 1-0. Sterling. It's a defensive error, I think. But De Bruyne does well to get to it on the edge of the box. He cuts it into the middle. Sterling didn't attack it. The defender gets a touch trip, but makes a complete hash of the clearance. Jesus gets there first, taps it to Sterling, finishes it first time, past Boston. It's 1-0. It was shocking defending that. Oops. He has 1-0. Oh. Defender got a touch to it, and that's what took it past Forster. That touch. Oh, that's cruel. Sterling's our 11th top scorer ever. Crazy. 128 goals. And Southampton, it has to be said, they've played well. Southampton, you know, they are playing well. Brian plays down the line for Jesus. Tries to cut in. I mean, he's gone down there, but he's never going to get it. The defender just stood there. Jesus just... He had no chance getting past him. Not a penalty. Kind of like FIFA at the moment. Every team's just trying to... Well, both teams are just trying to score every time to get the ball. How football should be played. It's De Bruyne, gives it back to Walker, who's going to drill it across the box. Or Gundogan couldn't get there, and it's out for a throw-in. Right by the corner flag. Oh, Dallas, who played a dangerous ball across the box there. I think went through De Bruyne's legs. I don't think he was expecting it. Now Sterling has it. Loses the ball. Southampton getting back in numbers. And what we needed to do, and I said it in the match preview as well, is that we needed an early goal. Because like I said at the beginning of the game, Southampton will try and frustrate you if it goes on 0-0. You know, if it reaches half time and you're not ahead. Be a frustrating second half. But getting that early goal means that Southampton's not going to be able to do that. The ball went into Grealish in the box, he just couldn't control it. But here's De Bruyne again. Jesus is going to turn and hit it. And over. Right decision though. He just leant back. You could see when he was hitting it. So I was going to go over. Then set up right for it. For that press. De Bruyne winning it, working hard. And the space was there for a hit. I think he did the right thing. Gundogan breaking now. You step over with from Jesus, and then he just lets the defender get up for him. I think his walk appears on him. Cancelo slow to the ball. He was just letting it come to him, and the Southampton player was too aggressive. That leaves Laporte, who's not the quickest. He did really well there, Laporte. Yeah, Laporte did really well there. Don't know what that pass was. Let's hit in the middle of the pitch and just lobs it out of play. Kept yelling, well done, well done. I think he's appreciating the idea. I think he's trying to get out wide to Jesus. But gets it completely wrong. Armstrong just puts it over. Oh, Sutton's back heel to Grealish there. Grealish is on the left. Good tackle. It's going to be a corner. Grealish gone down injured. It was a good tackle, that. He just stood him up. Yeah, he does win the ball. It's a good tackle. Oh, no, he doesn't. Maybe. I think he gets a touch on the ball after Grealish hits it. And settle on the edge of the box. Puts the cross in, headed away. Rodri's gonna get a foot to it. Southampton breaking his walk with the back though. Got to win that, he does. And he's gonna give it back to Stefan. And there's De Bruyne in the left back position there. It's De Bruyne doing a left back. Oh, Gundogan held up nicely there too. Gundogan at the post. British gives it to Cancelo. Cancelo goes past the defender. Oh, Gundogan near post off the post. Unlucky. Hey Ash, how's it going? I was too busy doing something. Oof. Still 1-0, 28 minutes gone. Southampton are pressing us pretty hard when we've got it in our half, because of course teams just like to do that against us more and more this season. You know, they're starting to press us hard, and I think when we've not got Edison, teams like to do it anyway, because the thing is, if you press us back to Edison, like he can just nail a ball 80 yards to a forward, and then suddenly we're one-on-one with the keeper. Without Edison in goal, we can't do that. So of course it makes sense to press us and force us to play back to Stefan. A long throw into the box, which Rodri clears with his head. It's a good idea as well. And Grealish is going to force him back to the halfway line. I think if Grealish actually sticks his foot out, I think he hits that. I think he gets there ahead of the defender. If Stefan just came out and whacked it out of play. Because Grealish was closing him down, but I think he would have had it. It's a glorious day for football. Makes you want to run out, doesn't it? The Porsche's going to clear that. We'll go straight to Romeo. Romeo comes over the halfway line, hits it left. Walker Peters. Walker closes him down. Walker Peters goes past him. He did really well to hold on to the ball. And Walker just about keeps it in. Going out for a corner. But Romeo has it again. He's got so much space, him. Time he has that ball. He's just, De Bruyne just let him pick out his pass there into the box. Jones is going to hack it clear from the box. Southampton player's gone over the top of Grealish, who just stood his ground. Southampton decided they weren't going to play and stop running, which meant Dean stopped the game. Now let's see this down. I mean, Grealish just held his ground. Not foul. And it's going to hit. But he should be fine. Yeah, the game so far, it's an interesting one. I don't think Southampton have been poor. I think they played really well. They hit the post, of course. We've hit the post too. I think if it was still 0-0, you couldn't argue. But there's like one defensive error in the match so far, and unfortunately, the Southampton defender. Well, here's the chance for Grealish. It's Cancelo on the left, goes past the defender. Just hits the post. Did everything right. And what did I say in the match preview as well? Another reason why I would play Gundogan is because when Cancelo and Walker get to that byline and they cut the ball across, who's attacking the 6-yard box? Gundogan's going to do it and Sterling's going to do it. The two players I said on our team who are only going to be the ones attacking that 6-yard box, and there Gundogan does it, hits the near post. The ball's closed down, and then he's forced to kick it out for a throw. The Paul's yelling at Cancelo. Because Cancelo's just always up the pitch. You know, he does duck on the defensive duties quite a bit. Which is why I never really bought into Cancelo being the best left back in the league. Because he ain't. He ain't a left back. And it shows. Stephen chucks out to De Bruyne. He's had a quiet game, really. Needs to be spending most of his time on that right wing. But here we go again, because we've got numbers for it. Even Walker's trying to win it there in the final third. Oh, it's wide. Was that Roger? Roger runs with it about 15 yards and then hits it along the floor. Like 30 yards out. Didn't like it was going to be that dangerous, but I mean, it's only just gone past the post. Yeah, it took a deflection as well. I think Forster was beaten. Southampton player trying to flick there. I don't know who that was. Oh, Forster, I think, would have had it, but it's only just wide. And it's going to be a throw-in. Corner came in. Didn't get to see the corner, but it's gone out for a throw-in on the far side. And no City players going anywhere near the ball. Here's Walker now, just... I'd call it a jog, but it's definitely not a jog. I think it took him a full 30 seconds to get there for that throw. Really should elbowed there by Ward-Prowse. I mean, I don't think it's anything malicious, but it was a foul because he definitely blocked him off from getting that ball when he wasn't playing the ball. But they've gone back to Forster. He takes an extra touch. Now Brian's going to close him down, force him to kick it. I don't know who that came off last. I think it might come off Jesus' hand. Southampton have a throw in about level with their own penalty area. Walker Peters is going to take it. Now Sterling has it. Great ball by Cancelo to find Jesus. And now he's given offside. Close. I don't think the linesman was in line. I think he was offside, but it was close. I think we could have played on there. I have no idea what's happened, but two Southampton players have just gone down on the edge of the box. I thought they took each other out. I don't know what happened there. A free kick to Southampton anyway. Dangerous position, right in the corner of the box on the right hand side. Cancelo again weak in the challenge. Oh, he does trip him up. He sticks his foot out. I mean, that's a yellow, that really. Yeah, and he took out the other Southampton player too. He brought down two Southampton players in one movement. Well played. Going to be a dangerous outswinger from Ward-Prowse here, it looks like. This time Cancelo gets ahead of the player that you're breaking. And it's Grealish running onto it. He's got it on the left-hand side as well. Fortunately, I think he's all alone. Grealish gave it to De Bruyne. He ran the entire length of the pitch to keep up. And he tries to cut it back first time with his left foot, but then he gets back to. But he's got absolutely nothing. Look at De Bruyne there. He's running about 100 yards there. Great ball to him too. Ooh, and he was cutting it back to Jesus. You can see it. It was on. That could have been two. Would have been a great goal too. You see City taking their time with the set pieces. Why not? Teams do it to us. We're winning. We don't have to push anything. When we keep a clean sheet, we win the game. Doesn't quite make it to the edge of the box. I think it was Cancelo waiting to smash it there, but Roger plays it all the way back to Stefan, who's closed down quickly. Just about gets away with it. Stones is unhappy with someone. Either himself or Gundogan. I'm not really sure. It looked to me like Gundogan could have made that. Walker does well at the right back position in the corner flag. Stones kept in, but I'm not really sure if that was the right move. Here's Southampton on left side, gets the ball. Cancelo wins the header. De Bruyne left back again. De Bruyne's all over the pitch in this game. And that's 3 times I've seen him at left back. Clearing it. Oh, that's a good cross. Agonisingly close for 2 Southampton players there. And it's going to be a corner to Southampton. Southampton turning the screw there. Longest screaming for a penalty. I don't know what happened. No, it's not a penalty. I don't know what he's whinging at. And they just bounced off each other, Long and Walker. Where's Ward-Prowse corner? That's De Bruyne that headed that. It's going to be another corner. That dip that Ward-Prowse gets on it, he gets that bend and he gets the dip and it's dangerous. You have to deal with it. It's not like you can miss it. Because it's even aiming for the bloody goal if someone misses it. Romeo half volley inside the box. Straight at Stefan, and he watched it well. To be fair, could have bounced through his legs quite easy there. Stones that gets flick on. Well, look how high Southampton are pressing. I think they can sense a bit of weakness in the City team at the moment. We've had 8 shots to their 4. How many shots did they just have in that? 5 minutes? 2? 3? We have to get to half time now, 1-0. If Southampton are the only ones that look like scoring right now. Yeah, Jesus did really well. I'm surprised he didn't win that throw. Not calling for anything, so came off him last. Ooh, Forster playing dangerous there. Grealish nearly had Forster. Gundogan tries the turn on the halfway line instead of just passing it back to Cancelo, and it wasn't on. Just here Southampton breaking. They got the overload on the right. Livramento free cross. Armstrong headed it back across the box. Out for a goal kick. Yeah, we just need to get to half time. Southampton looking dangerous all of a sudden. I don't know if you could call that I don't know if that was a shot goal. Have a look. Yeah, I think the two Southampton players got in each other's way. I think he was trying to head for goal. The other one was steaming in there. I think if he'd left it, if Long had just left that ball, I'm thinking maybe Southampton had a chance there. Two minutes of injury time at the end of the first half. Southampton trying to break there. They're winning every header, and then they're winning the second ball too. City are just quite soft in the tackles. Seen it from Cancelo a few times this half. Seen it from Gundogan. Obviously Sterling, he doesn't really go in for tackles. Most of our play has been down this left-hand side, but it's not linking up like it was doing against United. I don't think Sterling has the same link up with Cancelo that Grealish does. But also you could put Bernardo in there too, because Bernardo and Grealish work really well on that left hand side. But it's Gundogan and Sterling. You know, so it's a different dynamic. Well, Sterling did okay. You're saying he came off the Southampton player, I didn't see it, but it's going to be a throw in. Southampton midway inside the City half. About 40 seconds left of injury time. Grealish closing down Forster again, and again Forster. No, he's get that wrong eventually. The Grealish keeps hunting him down. Stefan was on the edge of his box to claim. Cancelo, a ball to no one. I don't know what he's doing there. But all we have to do is keep hold of it. And then Cancelo just... Oh my god, it's gone in. An own goal. That was poor. Do you know what? That came from Stefan. I know Laporte's put it into the back of the net. I know Laporte's put that into the back of the net. But Stefan runs all the way out and then just stops. He wasn't brave enough. He should have gone down to the guy's feet. They're not really sure if he's offside or not. He's not sure, so they're not celebrating really, Southampton. No one's really sure. We're going to see it again here. That's a goal. Yeah, he's well on. Walker playing him on. Poor. Just poor. What are you going to do? I said, didn't I? I said we just had to get to half time. 1-0. And we've not done it. I think the second half is going to be a bit of a nasty one for us. Stefan, though. Southampton are well up for it. I don't know. We do all the hard work there and then we just throw away. But Southampton deserve the goal. You know, they're better than us in that last Last 10 minutes, we didn't get going. We couldn't get any passes together. Cancelo played an awful ball when he just had to keep hold of it, slow it down, play a simple pass in midfield, like to Gundogan some. But instead, he just chips the ball to the halfway line with his left foot. Also, Southampton player, they break. And yeah, they break the offside trap and score. There were two big errors leading up to that goal. And I think it was the Cancelo one, and I think it was Stefan who should have gone to Elianusi's feet. But instead he runs out of the 6-yard box and then just stops. And then gets nowhere near the goal like he's... I don't know. Or started off brightly and then faded towards the end of the half. We just needed to get to halftime, and I said it, and it was poor. You know? But yeah. The first half, I think both teams started off the game quite well. I thought it was quite even. And then everything, like all the good stuff came through us then for about 20-30 minutes. And then Southampton grew into the game. They had a 5-minute spell where they won a couple of corners, looked a bit dangerous. And again, I said it, we had to get to halftime 1-0, not go into the second half with Southampton able to frustrate us and slow the game down. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, you know. Lack of concentration, I think, twice there. The post sticks his foot out. I mean, he had to. He had no choice. Watchalong goal, it is what it is. I think when things are just not going your way, and which things are not going well for us last couple of games. The Palace game was tough. You know, we didn't get the run of luck with Bernardo, who should have had a couple of goals. Gundogan could have, of course, put us 2-0 up in this game before that, but yet the post. Really, maybe he should be scoring. But I think they're two strikers. Southampton playing that 4-4-2. It's causing us issues. Yeah, and they're getting players in the box. There's a thing there. BBC were like 4 Southampton players, like, penalty spot. And they're breaking. And they are pressing. Southampton are pressing us really high. You know, they recognise that without Edison, we are a little bit weaker at the back. And Cancelo's too weak in a couple of challenges in that highlight. And again, you know what? It's all, they hit the post early on in that first half because they broke. Romeu played it through, and it was Armstrong running at an angle. And their goal basically came from exactly the same play. They win it, they break, and yeah, the pass is pretty much identical. But look at that, they're getting a cross in there, and that counter attack, and they've got five Southampton players attacking that ball. So Southampton are doing some good things. And I said it wasn't going to be an easy match. I didn't think we were going to beat them 2-3-0. And just like we saw in the league, you know, Southampton are proving a good game. I think Gundogan should have scored here though. Like, Cancelo does really well on the left. Cancelo's definitely better going forward than he is defending. Near post. How's he not touched that in? I don't know. And forced to Jesus on the bar post, who should probably hit it first time, but he takes a touch and allows defender and goalkeeper back to block it. But it isn't even first half in the end. I think if it had gone, I think if the second half, no, if the end of the first half had started, like, ended how they'd gone for the last 20-25 minutes, I said we would have gone in deservedly in front. We were looking comfortable, but Southampton came into it and they had a 5-minute spell. Got a couple of corners, looked dangerous. Built the confidence up, they knew they could get at us. The City defence were looking pretty shaky. We weren't able to string a few passes, we weren't keeping the ball. And yeah, goal. But deservedly right now, it's 1-1. I have no complaints. I watched the Crystal Palace and Everton game earlier. Everton just... Palace are looking good under Vieira though. I think Vieira is another one, like Hassan, who deserves a nomination for Manager of the Season. And they've both done fantastic jobs. And Palace actually look like a decent footballing side. You thought anyone could get Palace playing football? But he's done it. Hey, who I do like, that Conor Gallagher. He's going to be a good player. Yeah, Chelsea beat Middlesbrough. Alice smashed Everton. They drew on 1-0 with Southampton. You got Nottingham Forest and Liverpool later. I think it'd be a decent game. Nottingham Forest have done alright in the competition, haven't they? Didn't they? They knocked out Arsenal. They knocked out... Who they knocked out last round? But you can see in this game how City are just not at the best, you know. And this is pretty much how we played the last few weeks. And I think with that 4-1 against United, a lot of our best chances and our best play came when we were breaking, when we were on the counter, and it went through De Bruyne in the middle. He just turned with it, run like 10-15 yards, and then just play a ball left or right to whoever it was that he saw. But when we dominate playing, we're dominating possession. and teams are not really letting us counter on them. We're not creating anything. We're not doing it. We're not doing it enough. And that's when we get to the edge of the box and we just chip a ball in or we draw the ball in. It just goes nowhere. Big centre halves just clear it. United played into our hands the whole game in that derby. And since then, teams haven't done it. It's proving tough. And football is all about momentum, and we don't seem to have any momentum at the moment. We can't catch a break. Look at that as well. We at one point I think we had 8 shots to their 1. I think that's what we had in that first half, and then it ended 8-6. They had all the possession, all the corners, all the chances in the last 10 minutes of that half, pretty much, other than the one that hit the post. We had 1 shot on target, and that wasn't even the one that went in because that came off Laporte on goal. Look at these stats. So they've had 36.9% possession. We've had 63.1. Total shots 6 to 8. On target 1 to 3. Off target 3-3. Block 2-2. Passing 83 to 72. The one thing we have done in this game, which we've not done often in the last few weeks, is create clear-cut chances. They've had 0. I don't know how they've had 0 when Armstrong hit the... yeah, it was Armstrong that hit the post for them. But we've created 2 and they've created 0. But you could see as well, towards the end of that first half, and I said it at the Crystal Palace match, and I said one reason we don't want it to be level going into the second half is because the City players look frustrated when we can't break teams down. It's like yelling at each other. And Laporte at one point was yelling at Cancelo, telling him to get back and help him out. And that was about 5 minutes before the goal. Forgotten how to just play their own game. We're going to be starting the game again. And there it is. Roger commits to foul on the halfway line, and already the second half, I tell you what. I know it's only like, what, we're 44 seconds into it. Stefan claims the ball on the edge of his own box. Well, Stefan's not going to claim on the edge of their box, is he? Bloody hell. That 4-4-2 by Southampton is causing us problems. Ball went back to Stefan there, and you had both of their forwards closing it down. He had nowhere to go with it. The Port manages to win us a throw-in by their own corner flag, but... And then Cancelo manages to win a goal kick. And to be fair, looking at them stats, possession won in final third this season. We've 178, but that's because we dominate the ball so much. Liverpool 214. Liverpool win by pressing and counter-attacking. We win by just dominating and tiring the team out. Well, Southampton are fourth there for winning possession back in the final third. That's how well they're doing. That's how well they press. But this shouldn't be new to the team. And possibly another reason why I'm surprised he's not played Edison, of how well Southampton do press. It's gone back to Stefan, but he's just closed down so quickly. And he tries to do like a casual Edison thing, but Southampton win it. Oh my god, look at the space he's got here. Thankfully, Armstrong's just like hooked it wide. Just wrapped his foot too far around it. What's Stefan doing? I don't even know where he was aiming that pass. Where was it going? Romeo again. Southampton causing us problems on this press. City players, man. Look at that. Rodri head dropped. Gundogan's done really well there. I don't know how he's won a free kick. I don't know how he kept the ball, but he managed to keep hold of it for about 10 yards before being fouled. Rodri's just been played around. The dangers of playing 1 DM. Most teams play 2 for a reason. It's so you can't just pass through them so easily. Like Rodri, just a quick and go and, you know, you passed him. Gonna be a foul there. Walker's gonna give free kick away. No, he doesn't. Well, Southampton clear it. Romeo And it's a foul, yeah. I think he led by his arm on Rodri there. Romeu, you know, being annoying. Yeah, he puts his elbow in his face. He didn't swing it or anything. But it is a foul. Jesus tries to turn with it and run down the line. Giving a goal kick for that? I mean, that looked like a corner, that linesman. Jesus is asking him how that's a goal kick. How was that not a foul on Jesus there? Just took him out. That scramble there. Cancelo puts it in with the outside of his right foot like he likes to do from the left-hand side. It falls to Grealish, and for some reason, he doesn't turn and hit it. He tries to tap it to De Bruyne, who can't get a shot away because he's surrounded by 4 defenders. There's a little scramble. Southampton clear of it. Oh my god. Really should have just turned and hit it. Here we go. So Cancelo, outside of his right foot. Falls to Grealish. 4 Southampton players there, yeah. Desperate defending, you can call it that, but it was effective. A good corner from De Bruyne, no one attacking it. I even think Laporte might have ducked at the end there. I think De Bruyne was going to wait for it to go out, but it never did. And Romeu, I don't know what Prowse cut out. That was Armstrong and Walker. Oh my god, and they get a corner. It comes off Walker and Stones. The shot. I love that. De Bruyne, who holds the ball up by their corner flag, wait, and he tries to cut it back to the edge of the box, and who's at the edge of the box waiting to hit it? Stones. Southampton are looking dangerous again. I can only see one team scoring, and that's them. Sterling trying to use his pace, doesn't get there in time. And it hits the referee. The referee meant to stop the game when it hits him. Oh, why is Grealish gone there? He should have given it to Sterling. Grealish has it on the edge of the box. Gundogan runs through the middle. He tries to tap it through to him. Grealish, Gundogan had already run past the ball. And you had Sterling unmarked on the edge of the box to his left. I see what he was trying to do, but it was the wrong thing. Yeah, well, we're in for a bit of a fight here. Southampton are really going to push for this win. Prowse and Walker Peters on the left side, just changing passes. Walker comes away with it, now has a chance to break. On Romeo. Now he's Gundogan running. Gives out left to Sterling. Chips in. Ward-Prowse does really well against De Bruyne. De Bruyne was lining up there for a shot on his left, and Ward-Prowse just gets between him and the ball. Well, yes, end to end. Usually I say when a game's end to end, I favour City every time. But we just can't steal the goal at the moment. It's Grealish now. Yeah. Does well inside the Southampton box. Defender does well to get back. And Salah has it. And Salah tries to be fancy. And again, what did I say in the match action against Crystal Palace? You know, he does the hard stuff well. Like he get the ball away from two defenders. Simple pass. Straight to the Southampton defender. Bruyne. Bruyne has a shot from the edge of the box, cut back from Sterling, but it's over the bar. Leaning back, I think he tried to bend into the far corner and he got nowhere near the far corner and he didn't even hit the target. Or may you closing him down. Daily handball. Romeo actually did well not to hit that with his hand when he was jumping. That over the top for Sterling. Gonna get there on the left side. Walker. Jesus, who's inside the box on the right. He delayed his pass to De Bruyne. De Bruyne went past him on the right, but Jesus delayed it. And that delay let Walker Peters get back in time. Gonna be a corner. Probably gonna take shot to Grealish. We generally don't like the outswingers yet. Shot to Grealish. Who's inside the box. Oh my fucking god. And I think that just sums up how this team is playing at the moment. So Grealish puts it to the edge of the box and Walker, I mean, whether he would have got there or not, I don't know. But he just stands there, doesn't run at it, doesn't try and get the ball. And let Southampton break. We've been shit these last few weeks. We've been so poor. Southampton there getting past the Laporte again and oh my god. This City team at the moment. Poor. Absolutely poor. A loose pass as well in our final third. Straight toward Prowse. Runs onto it. He gets a free shot away. Fortunately, close to Stefan who gets down low and claims it. But Ward-Prowse and Romeo in midfield are just pushing forward every time and they're just intercepting the ball. De Bruyne gets the ball out to Sterling. I don't know how that made it through to him, but it does. He cuts in twice, cuts inside the Southampton defence twice, then tries to tap it to De Bruyne, and it just is a poor pass. The Southampton break in. This time Cancelo is actually there. Oh no, it's Laporte. Laporte does really well, stands up, wins the ball. An hour gone, and this could go either way, this match. Southampton going to make a couple of changes, and this is where Pep needs to make changes as well. I don't care what anyone says. He can make 5 substitutions. That's a pen? Yeah, it has to be a pen. He tripped him. It's soft, but it's a pen. He puts his foot in, he doesn't get the ball, and he brings it down. He's saying what? But I think that's a pen. I think it's a pen. I mean, he's saying it's not. We'll have a look here. It's a pen. How can you say that's not a pen? Trips him. I mean, Keon there saying is there much in that. I mean, he kicks him in the knee. Yeah, it's a pen. Although we've been shocking with pens, haven't we? I never trust us for pens. So one of the things I've seen with Liverpool, and I think Arsenal do it as well, is they stop players walking up and talking to the penalty taker. City need to start doing that. About 2 Southampton players there go and say something to Kev before he takes this. He only just got it in. Forster got a hand to it. He went bottom left. And he scores just about, but I mean, we don't deserve to be in front. Yeah, it was in doubt. Keone, was it ever in doubt? Keeper gets a bloody hand to it. Forster as well. It's so close. It's right in the corner. Oh yeah, it goes over the top of it. So Shea Adams and Broja's on, and I'll tell you what, they're pretty decent. Yeah, Pep's making changes good. We've got more energy up front now. Jesus did really well. I think Jesus had a decent game. He didn't see much of the ball in the first half. And a couple of times he had it in the second half. Walker Peters had no idea which way he's going because Jesus doesn't just cut inside. He can go right or left. They don't claim for a pen there. I'm not really sure what's going on. Long ball came up. Walker heads it back to the keeper. Dangerous ball by Rodri. That's at Laporte. Because like I said, the Southampton front two were pressing. Golden heads it middle. Rodri, poor touch. Oh Christ, and it's Southampton on the break. Rodri gets back and clears it. Heavy touch from Armstrong. Oh, it's Adams he got the ball from. It's a poor touch from Rodri. Yeah, Broja's a good player. A lot of good stuff that Southampton does goes through him, and obviously you got Shea Adams as well. Got a bit of pace, and he's got a good finish on him. Foden's now gone central forwards up front, and he's going to be closing forwards down all the time, and he's going to be harassing them centre halves. Straight away, it's proven right as Forster just smacks it out of play in the halfway line. What is Walker doing there? Walker's loose pass lets Southampton get the ball. He wins it back somehow, and he back heels it. What's he doing there midway inside his own half? It's going to be a... De Bruyne and Foden, they're having a conversation about something. Also, Mike Dean's having a go at one of the Southampton players. Dean telling him to shut up. There's Foden harassing straight away. Again, that's twice Forster's had the ball in the last 2 minutes, and twice he's kicked it out of play. You know, that bit of energy from Foden making a difference already. Or pass from Cello. Other than that, we played out the press really well for once. I think it was the first time we've done it this half. Moyes tries a flick for Walker, doesn't come off, but we've got a throw in. Rodri gives the ball away again. That's not the first time he's been doing that all game, Rodri. Cancelo commits to a tackle, misses. Southampton, you see. Crap, Rodri slipped. We got away with the one. Rodri could have easily slipped into the Southampton play and like conceded a penalty. But in the end, he just managed to touch the ball and goes out for a corner. Ward Prowse going to be swinging it out. Just a dip he gets on it. The technique he's got. Never mind. Oof. Well, Prowse is offside. It goes back to him in the cross. Ward Prowse hits a low edge of the box, fools everyone. A good hit. 3 City defenders in the way of the ball. Man, it's like we're slowing the game down, trying to frustrate them like they would do to us. Thing is, we're not very good at time wasting. Come on, do you know what? How many games have I seen teams just waste it for like 60, 70 minutes right from the kickoff? We do it for 30 seconds and he books him. The referees are a joke sometimes. Oh, and then it's a bloody offside. But how many games do we see at the Eithad where the team comes and the time wasting in the second minute and the referees do nothing about it? And then, oh, they might book the goalkeeper in the 95th minute and it's all too late. We do it for 30 seconds, immediately booked. Absolute joke. And Cancelo does really well there. Plays the ball down the line to Sterling. He's on the left-hand side. He's got no one in the box, though. De Bruyne's just getting there now. Mahrez with a shocking right-footed hit. It's going to be a corner. Giving a goal kick. Mahrez should be doing better. I know he was on his right foot. So Sterling does really well. Puts in a good cross. It's just below... I mean, it looks like it's a corner. I don't know. When he scuffed it, it was a poor effort. But he is capable of scoring them from like volleying it in with his right. He did it against Leicester the last season. I mean last season or the season before at the Etihad. And we beat them, I want to say 5-0. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, Elyounoussi has brought the ball down well there. That's a good save from Stefan, actually, from Adams. Walker Peters just bends it wide. Ward-Prowse plays a long ball, like diagonal. Elyounoussi controls it beautifully, I've got to be honest with you. It's such a good control. Oh, what a touch with his left foot. Gives it inside to Shea. Straight at Steph, unfortunately. It's a good effort. All the time. Is time not on? I think time's on. Southampton fans yelling at referee to book Stefan again. Been a good game. I expected it. I didn't expect it to be as open as it is. There's 16 minutes to go. Corner. It looks like Kev's actually going to put in the box for a change. 2 hands up. And this means near post. Put it into the 6-yard box. No one can get on the end of it. I mean, no one's there for Mahrez to throw to. Not a single City player's gone over to help him out. Now Foden has. And that's going to be another yellow, probably. It is unusual to see us time wasting, but teams do against us, so why not? I mean, we're not playing exactly well, are we? We're not playing pretty poor. What a goal. Oh, Foden. Game over, I think. That's a screamer. What a hit. It's such a good goal. Mark. What a hit. So you gotta say now that surely we've won this game. You'd think. You think that's a win. Honestly, fair play to Southampton. Because they've given us a good game. I don't think it was going to be as open as it was. Four. Game over. So Cancelo again on the outside of his right foot, straight to Gundogan, chest to down. This time he plays it all the way to Mahrez. It doesn't go short to Foden. It's the right pass, and yeah, Mahrez shapes to hit it far post like Ben did, but instead he smashes it near post. Catches Forster by surprise. He's onside. It's a goal. That's 2 goals in what, 3 minutes? And that is game over. I do not. 4-1 is so harsh on Southampton. They've had a brilliant game. Surely if this goes in, they're going to look at that with VAR. And that's why I don't understand why players are not putting the ball into the D in the corner flags anymore, because if it goes to VAR, which it will. Now here come the changes. Aki, Fernandinho, Zinchenko. The danger here from Southampton is that we've suddenly clicked up front. And with them, they're really fighting to score here. They're pushing really hard. And we'll just do them. We could get 5th. Quite easily. The way Southampton are playing at the moment. And now the short passes are working out. Now we're passing around the press. Not been able to do it all game. We're 4-1 up and then all of a sudden, like, the pressure's just lifted. The pressure's gone. Players are suddenly playing the natural game. And then Walker plays it down the line. I don't know who he was playing it down the line to because there wasn't anywhere within 20 yards of that ball. And goes out for a throw. But here come the changes now. Pep making use of them 5 changes. Bringing Cancelo off. Worked hard. He's done his job. Zinchenko comes on for Cancelo. Looks like Rodgers going off for Fernandinho. No surprises there. And Aki's come on for Laporte. Laporte could do a break. I can't remember last time he didn't play a game. Southampton made another change as well. Gineppero's on. Oh, here comes Zinchenko. So why is the mod keep hold of the ball there? I think he's just coming to the game. And it's going to be a throw into us on the halfway line. Well, there's 7 minutes left. And De Bruyne trying to win a corner there, but it doesn't come off. The goal's to Salisu in the edge of the 6-yard box, and he just gives it clear. Mars brings it down. That's Sterling plays the 1-2 with Gundogan. Gundogan plays it back through to him, and Sterling is tripped inside the box. Interesting. I mean, he's going mad for the penalty. I don't know. If it was outside the box, he would have probably have given it, but because it's inside. He's probably gone down a bit too soft. I mean, I think he puts his hand on him, but Sterling just goes down like he normally does. A bit too easy. Stone sweeping up at the back, gives it back to Stefan. Ball past the Walker, but reaches him. Walker chips over the top for De Bruyne. Underneath it. Mahrez actually winning a tackle. Well done, lad. Now we're breaking. Sterling on the left. He gives it back to Zinchenko. Mahrez. And give it back to Sterling. Gives it to Zinchenko. Gives it backwards towards Aki, and we have it on the halfway line. And all the hard work to break, and it comes to nothing. It goes back to Stefan. Aki does well to win a throw-in. He's winding down now. Southampton not seeing much of the ball. I think well, he's done really well to get the ball out to De Bruyne. And here's Mahrez breaking. He's on his right. Oh, he's just wide. Could have been 5. And like I said, the more Southampton push and the more they press, now we're just breaking. Everything we're doing is right. Whereas earlier in the second half, when it was 1-1, we were doing things wrong. Every decision, every pass. Correct one. Mahrez only just drags that right wide of his right foot. Another 2 Southampton. How many changes have they made? They're 4th and 5th. May's coming off. Elianusi's going off. He's had a good game in. Been quiet in the second half. More ball in the yellow. What's he giving here? Giving a free kick against Foden, that is crazy. I think he caught him with his studs, but I think it could have been a foul either way. 29th minute. The time's running down. Southampton not seeing much of the ball. We're suddenly controlling everything. And like I said, now we're playing out the press. Now it's 4-1. Look at that ball from Mahrez. That was brilliant for that, to be fair. Sutton doesn't know which way to go. So De Bruyne goes left to Zinchenko. He gives it further left to Gundogan. Puts into the... Sterling kind of went for a diving header in the 6-yard box. Just about misses it. Yeah, that should have been 5-1, that. Should have been 5-1. Don't know how Sterling's not scored there. Kind of one of those where you do a diving header, but you don't really mean it, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think he balled it a little bit. Scared of Forster. He kind of just flopped rather than dived it. De Bruyne man of the match. I think his work rate in this match has been phenomenal. And 2 minutes added on. and that's full time, and it's ended Southampton 1, Man City 4. So thanks everyone for checking out. Thanks for anyone who dropped by. Really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks very much. And as always, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm going to be uploading the match reaction in about 10 minutes, I guess. So yeah, see you then. It was a good game. Southampton game was a really good tough challenge. I think 4-1's super harsh on them, but did that for the match reaction. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching. And